Before you fire up the grill on this Labor Day, pay attention. Executive Chef Elizabeth Karmel of Hill Country Barbecue is here to show us how to make picnic-perfect fried chicken and some Texas beef tenderloin this morning.
That's right.
Yeah. You know what? You get to the end of the summer and people are a little out of gas.
Well,
they're like, what are we going to make next? And now we've got just the answers.
That's right. So that's why I've got a little bit of grill. So let's go to the grill first. I'm going to show you. All right, so this is my Texas
Look at these
tenderloin.
people. They just showed up out of nowhere. Good morning. All right, go ahead.
Happy Labor Day.
There you have it.
All right,
now
look
you
at
got
that.
real charcoal in there.
Real charcoal. A huge piece of beef tenderloin. You can see that's the full beef tenderloin.
Yeah.
And you know, the tenderloin comes from the spine, so it doesn't get very much work.
Right.
Right? So it's the most tender, meltingly delicious, buttery piece of meat.
There you go.
So,
there's not a lot of fat. It doesn't look like there's a lot of
no
fat
fat,
in there. Right.
very lean. It's really fabulous.
Right.
And you can see I seared it over direct heat and then I moved it to indirect heat.
So you you got it nice and hot, sear it on both sides, then bank the coals, and then just...
Right.
How long about, do you think?
It'll take about an hour. This is a big piece. If you have a smaller piece, it'll take about 45 minutes.
You usually use a thermometer to check?
I do, or I use my finger. I've got a great A-OK method.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And that's got a ways to go
the touch method, yeah. This has about 20 more minutes.
20 minutes? Yeah, I'm thinking 19.
Okay, okay. All right.
All right, very good.
We'll bet on it. How about that?
Very good. Okay.
So while that finishes cooking, we're going to do fried chicken.
Oh.
And, you know, people think fried chicken is tough.
Yeah.
But it's not. I'm going to show you just how easy it is.
This is the simple way?
Yes.
All right, you're going to start with some flour.
Right. And this is a very classic Hill Country chicken. I've got flour, salt, butcher grind pepper, a little cayenne to give it a kick. Do you want to whisk that together?
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm getting ready to open a chicken restaurant.
I know. I heard about it. And what is fried chicken and pie?
Fried chicken and pie.
Right here in New York City?
Yes, yes, sirree.
Oh, that sounds good.
Okay, so you want to know what the secret to great fried chicken is?
I'm going to tell you. It's probably got something to do with this.
A paper bag.
All right.
So just like my grandmother and probably your grandmother did, we're going to shake the chicken in the paper bag. I'm going to put a little of this seasoned flour in here.
Right.
And then I've been marinating this in buttermilk.
Right.
But it has a little bit of a twist. It's a buttermilk brine. It has a little cayenne, salt, pepper, again. So it'll be tender and it'll be juicy.
All right. So we're going to pop, I'm going to pop this guy
just use your hands.
All right.
All right. Now shake, shake, shake. That's great.
All right.
All right, so let's look at that guy. Does he have a lot of flour on him? Oh, that's perfect.
Look at that guy, huh? All right.
Yeah. All right, now in a perfect world, you're going to let that flour sit for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yes, just so it absorbs and gives you a really great crust.
Right.
And you want to make sure your oil is hot enough to sizzle.
We did that already.
Right.
All right.
And look at that. Ah, how perfect. Now you want to make sure that it's not only golden brown, but it's cooked all the way through to the bone, right? Because that's a big problem.
You don't want it, because you're thinking that as that turns brown, I got to get it out of there, but you can't, because it takes a little while for that chicken to cook, right?
So here are 2 tips.
Okay.
If you've got a lid, you just put the lid on,
That's
and
going to make it go faster.
Keeps all the heat on the inside. As it browns, it also cooks.
Right.
Or if you don't have a lid, you can take it out when you like the color, and you can put it on a rack in a sheet pan and finish it up in the oven.
That you know, that's kind of the guaranteed way. Sometimes we do that out on the grill, is we'll bake the chicken first and then put it out, or vice versa. That's a way to go.
Right, because there's nothing worse than biting into a great piece of fried chicken and it's not cooked all the way through. Right.
I mean, that really is just horrendous, right?
Yes.
Don't
so I know this is cooked all the way through.
You know this is cooked? And this looks really, really good. I got a question for you.
Okay.
And you know what's as good as fried chicken is? It's really good the second day, too. Right. Oh, my gosh.
You know what? That's the great thing about doing this. You can do this in the morning, and then you can take it to a picnic later this afternoon.
There you go.
You know, the same thing with the tenderloin that we have here. That's actually served room temperature.
Right.
I smoked it last night.
Right.
And then I just sliced it this morning.
Now, what would you serve with that tenderloin, though? Would you have some sort of chili or some sort of something?
You know what? You could put something on it. I like to do a horseradish cream if I'm going to be fancy. I like to do a nice salsa or pico de gallo. And you know what I really like to do? I like to take one of those gorgeous buttermilk biscuits.
Look at those biscuits.
Slice it.
Right.
And put that tenderloin right inside. and eat it.
You're scaring everybody. You're scaring everybody, making everybody so happy. Now, let me ask you another question. So you have this beautiful fried chicken.
Right.
Would you ever do that? Would you ever de-skin it? Could you do it without the skin?
I am so glad you asked.
Okay.
You're not going to believe this.
Yeah.
We have two kinds of chicken
Right.
at Hill Country Chicken.
Right.
One of them is this classic chicken, and
Right.
the other one, we remove the skin,
Right.
and then we actually have this really crispy, crunchy, savory batter that we finish with some crushed saltine crackers.
How about that?
And that's what makes that great crust.
All right, very good. So you got your tenderloin, we got your chicken, we got your super biscuits. What's your corn salad ready?
Oh my gosh, I love this. And this time of year, you can use it with fresh corn. You just blister the corn.
Blister it.
You either grill it or blister it in a cast iron skillet.
Okay.
Mix it with some red peppers and some scallions and a beautiful red wine vinaigrette.
Nice.
And it's just a nice change from coleslaw and potato salad.
All right, and what's this bad boy right here?
Oh, all right. You need a bite of that.
I do.
That is my peach blackberry pie with a streusel topping.
That's right. Yeah, you're jealous, right? There's serious jealousy out here on the plaza this morning.
And if you really want to up the ante, a nice big scoop of vanilla ice cream.
It doesn't even need it. It is
I know,
not
it
required.
doesn't.
It is not required. It is so good. Well, Elizabeth, as always, what a pleasure to see you.
Oh, it's so great to be with you.
And a pleasure to eat your food as well. Elizabeth Karmel, thank you so much for these recipes. All you need to do is go to our website at earlyshow.cbsnews.com